Hello, I'm Lawrence Temple, and this is From Here to There. Normally, I'm interviewing people from different walks of life, from business people, uh, teachers, lawyers, doctors, uh, people that have their own business, uh, people from all walks of life. And on the show, normally I interview them and I talk to them about their professional journey, but their personal journey as well. Um, and I've been uh, fortunate, blessed to be able to do the different episodes I've had a chance to do so far. But this time, and intermittently going forward, I want to share a few thoughts that I might have gleaned from some of my uh, guests or just from experiences I've seen in life that I feel could be helpful to people on their journey. All right. Um, what I want to talk about today is the importance of alone time and things done in isolation. It's just natural as people to want to connect, to be part of a group. That's we are social beings. We're just made that way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just like any good impulse, it can be taken too far. I'll give you an example. We have to eat to survive, right? We have a natural desire to, we get hungry and we want to eat, of course. And that's good that we have that desire because we need to eat to keep ourselves healthy. But you can take that natural desire, let it go too far and overeat and then become obese and have all those terrible health situations that come with it. So that's an example of a good impulse, like to eat, hunger, but taking it too far to where it's negative. Well, it's the same thing about our desire to connect. Sometimes what happens is that we let our desire to connect and be part of a group, we let that become greater than the direction, the call, you can call it, the desire to do better in life. Sometimes we let our desire to be popular be stronger than our desire to do better. And what we end up doing is not pursuing what we should pursue on the inside because it doesn't look like the group is going that way. Like in my life as a teacher, I would see students that obviously had great potential, but they would dumb themselves down. They would not do their best in class. They might even cut up and be the class clown because it was more seemingly more important for them to be popular in the eyes of certain people than it was for them to follow what they knew they could really do on the inside. So a pattern that I'm seeing in life is that it see in my little observation, most people that do something of some excellence have to have moments when they're doing the right thing in seasons when it feels like they're the only one. When the crowd seems like, but here's the easy one. The crowd's doing the wrong thing. They're breaking into houses, they're doing drugs or all that. And you have to decide not to do that. That's easy, right? Because it's pretty obvious that's bad. I know I should do well. But there's a harder one when the crowd is doing good things, but you know there's even better in you. Like maybe the crowd you hang with, law abiding, they go to work, they're living a good life, they're doing what they should do. But you have something in you that says, I'm not satisfied with that. Maybe my difference is I want to go back to college or to trade school or to try this business or to move to a new place. See, the crowd, they're not doing something bad. They're doing something good, but you have to make a decision. What they're doing is good, but I want to do something more or higher or different. And the cutoff I see with a lot of people as far as success doesn't just mean business and money. It could be success of having a good family or a good life or whatever. One of the differences I see is the ability for people to do that thing they need to do, even when it doesn't seem like there's anybody else going along for the ride. Because that's something I think I can almost promise you. When you're doing right, you're going to have seasons when it seems like you're the only one. You're the only one that feels committed to fitness and getting your body in shape like you do. All right. Nobody else in your circle seems to take it as seriously as you do. You could be a college student and your friends are all in there, your friends are in college with you, but you have a drive. You really can see something different for your life. And they just see college as the next step, or they're not even thinking past the party this weekend. Anyone that's going to achieve is going to have those seasons when they're doing what they should do when it seems like nobody else is doing it. Now, I promise you, there are those people that are doing the right thing or doing the extra thing or doing the thing that you're doing, but you won't always see them. You got to go through these seasons when you're the only one that's studying. No, nobody else seems like they're taking it seriously. Um, and and that's building up muscles in you. All right, not physical ones, emotional. It's building muscles in you that you learn how to sometimes be the only one. And I'm telling you, there are levels to this. Let's say that you are an employee at whatever place. You got friends, you got coworkers, you guys get along, you hang out, you cut up, whatever. But maybe you have the opportunity to go higher, to apply for management, or to do a weekend class that the job is offering to get certified in something. I don't know what it is. Just you saying you want to try to go for management or take that extra thing, that's going to bring some separation. Some of your friends going to say, "What, man, what are you doing?" What are you going to do? Are you going to laugh it off? Man, no, I was just joking. Or are you going to actually stick to your guns and do what's in you? Some people have wasted 20 years of delaying things because they were waiting for a time when what they wanted felt popular. Please hear me. The things that you desire, that are in you, that the things that lead to a higher life, they are not going to be popular initially. They are not. So if you wait for everyone else to say, "Yeah, we all want to go to college too," or "Yeah, we all want to take that extra course too," or "Yeah, we want to move out of this area too," or whatever it is, if you're waiting for a whole chorus to say, "Yeah, we want to do it too," you might wait your whole life. There is a part of success and of progress that says, "I'm going to do this thing. I hope other people come along for the ride, but if they don't, I'm okay." There's another part of this too. And I'm not the first person to say this, but I believe it. You have to be able to move in some silence. You have to be able to move in some silence. In other words, you don't need to broadcast to everyone everything you're doing. You don't. Yes, to have those that small circle of people that, like, friendships and acquaintances are kind of like concentric circles, right? That means circle inside of a circle, inside of a circle, inside of a circle. The outside circle might be the people you just kind of casually know. Maybe they work with you, maybe, or you see them in the neighborhood every now and then, or you went to high school with them, or you see them in the store every now and then. "Hey, man, what's up?" That's an outside circle, good circle. Closer to that are people that maybe you spend time with purposely. Friends, when you truly would say are friends, we'll say that. But friends is a big category, right? You have your friend that you can talk about the light stuff with, the football game or the hairstyle or the latest video, or what, that kind of stuff. But then you have a circle within that, and it might not be a lot of people that you could talk about things that are more important to you, that are more weighty. My point is, you can't share everything that's for the small circle with the people on the outside circle because they won't understand, and you'll find yourself being a slave to other people's opinions. You have to be able to do your thing sometime in silence. You don't need to proclaim everything you're planning to do on social media. That's the disease of our time. Okay. uh, Social media is like any other tool. It can be used well or it can be misused. You have to be okay with doing, working, plotting, strategizing for a time, and nobody knows, or hardly anybody knows. Because when you expose every step of the way to everybody, when you're just barely starting it, It's not even a fully strongly formed idea in your head yet. So now if people start to criticize it, or what if, you're not settled in it strong enough to follow it through. That's why in some early stages you need to do, or maybe sometime later stages, you do what you do. You don't have to tell the whole world everything you're doing. They'll see the fruit of it. If it works, if you grow, if you develop, people will see the result. So if you want people to see the result, you just keep doing what you're supposed to do. But hopefully, you and I grow to the point that we are not living for other people to approve us. That is key. You have to develop the ability to do what is right, what's good, what's beneficial, whether people applaud you or not. I cannot tell you how crucial that is. So I'm encouraging you today. This is a little thing I've observed. It's been on my head and heart lately. Well, you could be a young person. Sometimes I think about young people in this who can almost be slaves to other people's opinion. I mean, uh, when I say slave, I almost mean that literal word, where you're totally controlled by the whims of other people. Young people are afraid to wear a piece of clothing that's not popular. They don't want people to know they like a hobby that's not cool, that they like some music that everybody else doesn't like, and on and on. But those same kind of behaviors can happen when we're 30, 40, 50 years old. You have to be all right when it seems nobody else likes what you like, it was excited about what you're excited about, or supports what you support. You have to be able to do it, whether you have a cheering section or not. You will get the cheering section as you develop and progress in your thing. And hopefully, you get so solid that when people come to pat you on the back, you appreciate it, but you don't live for it because they're not your focus. Your efforts to grow are your focus, or to succeed, or whatever your thing is. So that's what I want to share with you today. To be able to make the right decisions, whatever right is in that situation, or to be able to excel, to step out, to move forward, whether you have a crowd cheering you on or not. Okay? All right. And we'll be back next time with a guest. We have several guests lined up here over the next few weeks, but I just wanted to use this episode From There to Here to share that with you. Be able to walk alone in some seasons. It'll pay off in the end. I'm Lawrence Temple. Have a great day.